Many people know what Sky is, but not everyone might understand that Sky has various different departments. So for example, you've got Sky Sports News, you've got Sky News, you've got all the Sky channels, but you've also got all the Sky products like Sky Mobile, Sky TV and everything else. For me, I'm currently working for Sky Sports News in the planning department. My day-to-day routine includes arranging and planning all of the features that you see on Sky Sports News that are not studio-based. So for example, if there's a press conference coming up by a football manager, it's our responsibility to sort out the questions, sort out the reporter, sort out the camera crew to go to that press conference. We speak to the reporters and sort of get an idea about what sort of news angle we want. What is the latest news about a certain manager? Is a certain player injured? Should we ask about that? Should we go down that route? So that's mainly what it involves. But it varies day to day because you may have substandard press conferences each week in football, but then you may get the opportunity to go out and do a feature with a new signing that a club has bought. Sort of go into their home, for example, doing a sort of a day in the life feature with these players. So all the stuff that you see that is not studio based on the channel basically runs through the planning department. So it's quite cool because you get to sort of put your own edge on a certain shoot, which is something that I sort of really enjoy, being a creative person. I've always wanted to work in journalism and Sky Sports News in particular. You know, I'm a massive sports fan. Any live sport on the TV, you see me in front of the TV watching it. Whether that's football, cricket, tennis, darts, snooker, boxing, anything. You know, live action I'm a huge fan of. I'm also a massive fan of reading sports content, like blogging, listening to podcasts. And I think that sort of area is something that I've always wanted to go into. And with Sky Sports News in the apprenticeship scheme, it's given me the perfect platform, as well as UCFB and the NCTJ, to really sort of excel in that area. So the Sky Sports News apprenticeship scheme is split up into about 3 or 4 different areas. You spend the first 6 months on the planning team, which means planning all of the content that isn't studio based on the channel. After that, you then move into the digital media team for about 6 months, which includes writing sort of content for the website, whether that's like news or live blogging or the latest transfer news. Then after that, the final sort of year is split up working as part of the different production teams. So that means sort of anything you see live on the channel, we sort of plan, we put out there. So any like latest clips that are coming in, for example, say if Jose Mourinho's just been sacked, and then we get a picture of him leaving the training ground with all of his stuff, that will be fed straight back into the studio. And it's then part of the production team's responsibility to cut that clip up and then put it straight up into the channel. So that is a lot of sort of what the production side is. So you could see it as sort of half and half. So planning and digital media is something called intake. So we bring in the information, and then the production team is called output, which means putting all the content out to obviously the viewers at home. So that's how the apprenticeship scheme works. I then jump straight in and then understand how the industry works, how fast-paced it is. The tutors are brilliant, but they also put you under pressure, which is good, and which is what you need to sort of excel. Once you go out into the working world, the resources available up there at Wembley were sensational. Anything we needed, you know, we were given, and any support we needed, they were there to help us, the tutors, whether it was any evenings or whether it was the weekends, you know, they were there. Any questions never went unanswered. My advice to any potential student or future students joining UCFB would be confident, believe in your abilities, you know, don't be shy to sort of put yourself out there. You know, I've always said, especially in journalism, in my position, the work is never going to come to you. You have to go to the work, and you've got to make sure that when you spend your time at UCFB, you make the most of it, you use all the resources, you ask every question, you do the best that you can, so that when you go out into the working world, you're then set up with the confidence and with the belief to go out and grab that job, because it is difficult, especially in journalism. There's not many opportunities. You have to be proactive in your approach. You have to go out there and get the job doesn't come to you. So I would say to students that are joining UCFB is to make the most of your time there, concentrate, use all the resources, use the tutors, pick their brains, because these people are the most professional people in the industry. You know, if you want to be the best you want to be in your given fields, I always believe that you have to train amongst the best, and with UCFB and all the tutors there, they're all excellent. You know, the seminars are brilliant, they offer you everything you need. So I would say make the most of the resources, but also be confident and proactive in your approach, and don't waste days, is what I would say.